Hello, hello, and welcome. The time is now. It is the Lawless Cup from DPL being brought to you today. I am your host, Bianco. With me, co-casting to start at least, will be Ghost. We'll be trying to bring in some other community members along the way, though. Give a little hello, Ghost.
Hello, good morning slash afternoon, everybody.
So, for those of you not aware, Lawless Cup, we might do this again sometime. We'll see how bad it goes. Basically, we're tossing the rule book out the window. I mean, there's still a few little rules. Obviously, no hacks, no outright hacks, no abusing the admin menu, unless you bribe one of the admins to do it. Perhaps that might work. We're streaming without delay as well, so stream sniping, go ahead, try it, and see if it works out for you. But the intent is just to see if there is no rule book, how badly will players break this game? So, there could be hopefully some real big shenanigans here. The unfortunate part is like the game has been getting its improvements. It's not like it was in the state 6 months ago, so won't be that crazy, but we'll see a few things, I'm sure. What are your thoughts so far, Ghost?
No, it'd be quite exciting to see how these players handle the new no rules. As normally, you spend enough time playing a game, eventually you'll find every nook and cranny that could be utilized or exploited. But usually, with a lot of the common rules that we have in place to avoid things like this, they don't get to be fully pushed to the limit. So definitely looking forward to see how these teams are going to be kind of using their in-game experience as well as just understanding how to fully break some maps.
Very much so. So our first match of the day is going to be LCG and Neon Rangers. A lot of players that we've seen in the community time and time again, and definitely players that have been in the game long enough to know a few of those sneaky little things that you can do. So I'm not sure we're going to keep track of just how many like illegal moves each side makes throughout the day, but I'm sure we'll definitely see those cases. A little bit of stream sniping. It's like, oh, how did he know that guy was there? Um, but yeah, we're underway here. You want to give us a little bit of rundown as we get set on factory here?
Sure thing. So, well, actually, I'm kind of loading in myself right now, so just give me a quick second. But
Okay. Well, it
go
will
ahead.
be LCG on the attacking side to start. It will be Neon Rangers on the defense. Just to give you a quick rundown of their teams on LCG. We've got Lind, Admiral, Kahuna Flecken, Toxic, and El Pablo. And then for the Neon Rangers, Control is in there, Lewis,
Oh, there we go.
Scooge, Med, and Terran. So they are getting an actual map drawing going with a big old a Yeet in there.
Very tactical.
Yeet is a very good play to make on the
Hmm.
first round of the Lawless Cup.
Nothing too surprising in terms of items so far. We do have Admiral on that saber, so we're gonna have to keep tabs on maybe some very nice plays here through the server farm. But here we go. Admiral's already kind of clipped himself out of the out into the wild. And looks like our attacking team is just going to be kind of taking their time to rotate up. A lot of the defenders, though, here for Neon Rangers seem to be kind of grouped up near and around docks, just kind of expecting potentially a server push. Nice Molotov, though, from the. I think that was Toxic.
We'll have to see here. Yeah, that Molly just doing a little bit of tickling of the toes there. I think Scooge got the worst of it. But
Toxic's going hard, though. He's all the way in server farm as well. His team's still kind of stacked up on docks. Grenade does try and clear Med away from Office, but doesn't get a whole lot of damage on him. Toxic is just going in. I mean, he's just trying to go for some crazy frags and ends up getting caught in the barbed wire. So, very risky play that he tried to make there, but it didn't quite work out. Again, now we've got Lind trying to go for the same strat. He's going to rotate all the way through Toxic. At least this time he's aware of the man on the other side of the blue door. Three attackers still sitting on dock, though. I'm kind of worried for them, as at this point, there's really not a whole lot they can do. The defenders are pretty much stacked up. That flashbang, though, over in Toxic, going to be able to not get that much damage done, as the defender on the far right side of Pipeworks able to cover his boy.
just down to Admiral here. He's probably just gonna save that saber. Well, I wish I had a button that would just turn off the good old drone there and just let those defenders run out and chase them. It is Lawless, so you know that would be totally within the realm of possibility. Just be like, oh no, that drone's not working all of a sudden.
The corporate corruption, it's too much.
Oh no, what are we getting here? Why no US East? Well, you know, it happens.
Heartbreaking. And here we go. All right, so LCG going to be taking the first L for this match on Factory here, as Neon Rangers hold a very solid defense. Very curious to see the players' interest over there in Toxic, as we saw two separate players go for this kind of Rambo rotate to try and get some sweet maybe Reddit gold on those frags, but they walked into barbed wire and defenders went, oh, it's free real estate, and just kind of cleaned them up pretty easily.
It happens. It happens. But
It do be like that sometimes.
it do be like that. But no time to dwell on the past. We are already
Indeed.
into our second map here, and I'm hearing what sounds like Dome may be coming in. I
Oh,
didn't. I didn't look at the list here before we loaded in. It
ah,
is Dome.
that's for IGLs to worry about. We're just casters. We don't think about those things.
Yeah, I could just hear that audience starting to pick up. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
is that some Dome?
Yeah, it's
Dome
killed them.
is definitely one of the map sets that I think we could see a little bit more of the jank than usual.
Hmm, hmm.
Dome being the newest map set in the game, even though it's not that new at this point, still has its fair share of bugs and glitches that people can use to their advantage if they want to. You know, this is still something that can be played straight up and fair if the teams are willing to do that.
Very interesting attack here. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say very interesting attack here from our attacking team, LCG. Kind of just stroking out mostly on all over the map in terms of calls. So I appreciate now we've got a very clear, defined, open door gopher bomb. Very caveman style, but I like it. It'll be very simplistic, and actually they've got a pretty nice coverage. It's just gonna be a matter of getting through the door and then making sure that they don't get mollied to death.
Yeah, and with the way that too
Hmm,
many
hmm, hmm.
W's and R's, with the way that red door is placed, a rush onto that site could definitely be a very goon plan to just get in there, smoke off that bomb, get the defuse in, you know, and if you try to make like too much of a tactical defense on this
Hmm,
type of
hmm.
situation, you got guys that are way too far away to even be able to protect that bomb. So.
The only thing that I'm worried about though is the defenders will have kind of line of sight if they're really, really efficient for it. They will have line of sight, and as soon as one sees it, you're gonna, the alarm bells get rung, and then your guy sitting in obs is gonna probably start to rotate. Now, we do have the auto shotty, obviously big old power weapon here for our attacking team or defending team, excuse me. So, but he's gonna be in the wrong position, assuming they actually stick with this plan here.
It's gonna be toxic first one in, coming up onto the beach side there.
Toxic just
Ad,
going hard every round.
sometimes it works.
Does. Ooh, and it
Oh no,
does. Let's go. All right.
that was a long range shot there to be sure, but
Well, they do
uh,
still have the saber from the previous factory push, so they will be able to at least utilize that large open space. Med, though, is going to be kind of the key player here, because obviously, if he's able to stay alive and then these attackers kind of work their way through base, he could get a really sick, nasty, like, triple or even quad if they're not paying attention with that auto shotty. Because, I mean, he's ready to go. He definitely sees them.
oh yeah, Med's getting his spotting in right now for his team, and they're just probably gonna all play back and wait and see what they can do later on. A little bit of shot coming out from Terran there, not too much being done with it. LCG pretty much also at full health though is the problem. They need to start getting that chip damage in fast.
A couple of flashbangs still on the attacking team as well. So, I mean, with a couple good placements or even some good trades. Oh, here we go. Med's slithering out. He's starting to try and get that creep. There he goes. But the rotator boy was ready for it. Shotguns doesn't connect. And Med, with what would have been a sick, nasty rotate, actually falls down flat. And now we got a defuse on the way.
Well, that's going to be a round to even it up there. A lot better looking there on the part of LCG that round.
Mhm.
Med played it safe, but damn, I guess there is that stream sniping going on there because Kuno was just ready for that flank.
Is that offense one that we've discovered? Is it so? Here's the question: Are we going to count it as cheating when we find out, or is it whenever we go back into the archives and go, yeah, he threw 4 Molotovs in that one game. I don't know. It looks a little sus.
All fair is love and war. Come
Yeah, no,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not cheating today. Is the whole spirit of it? It's just bending the rules a little bit. Well, what used to be rules.
What are rules besides guidelines meant to be broken?
Yeah. Well, that's a good Pirates of the Caribbean quote. More like guidelines.
Well, I'm really looking forward to someone who, I don't know if maybe these teams are still kind of used to playing more traditional style of DPL or due process of just kind of, playing for corners, looking for peaks, backing off defensively. I want to see one guy just kind of walk in and he's just got like 9 million health because he doesn't have admin abuse, but like he's discovered that if you do a certain clip or something like that, you just get infinite health. Oh, that'd be fantastic to see because then I was thinking when this league was really starting to pop off, or when you were creating this league, I was like, in one hand, this is great to have because now the devs that are watching the stream got their pen and paper out going, oh yes, okay, so make sure defenders can't spawn peak attackers from car. Okay, got it. Yeah, okay, good. Like it'll actually be quite good because hopefully we'll see a bunch of hot fixes here within the next coming weeks.
Well, there's been a few instances in DPL that have led to little minor changes in the game. Just putting it out there. Nothing too crazy so far though. But as it stands, like we do have like little special rules, like no floating flares and stuff like
Mhm,
that.
mhm,
And if people really want to get creative and start, reusing those, um, there's no vault on this map. Unfortunately, it used to be a thing where you could open the vault door and it would
mhm.
pop you through a wall. Uh,
Classic.
so like stuff like that. It's just like, hey, watch this flanking maneuver, and you just bop through a
Slow and
wall.
methodical.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a club opening in with a backstage push here. Doesn't look like the okay. So we do have at least one person going to be pushing through reception eventually. But Med with the mop, he will definitely have line of sight as he's going to be kind of keeping tabs on this. Attackers can kind of really go whichever way they want, but I don't think that they're going to see too much action on the reception. We'll have to keep tabs on that. But, it's always a classic game of, I think they're using this information as bait. Because you notice how the defenders are all stacking up and no one was ready for this kitchen push? I think the defenders might have some little advantages here and there. But a wall breach goes out, Fox is able to get in, and Lewis still kind of holding this really nice angle, getting tons of crossfire here. Admiral, the last man alive. This attacker push completely destroyed. Almost tapping the bomb,
Oh,
but
there
then,
goes. No,
no.
not gonna
Lewis
happen.
just in the right place at the right time. That kitchen push on paper was pretty good, but just Lewis was right there. And bah! There goes the last man on the defending team.
All right, should we throw some loops in here at some point? If it gets a little bit runny away today for some
Mm,
teams, I might
yes,
I
this
might
is a bit boring. They're playing the game properly.
yeah, well there might be some admin slip of the fingers here, but
Uh-oh.
it's fair so far. It's fair so far. It's 1-2. We're not seeing.
Uh-oh. 5
We're
peak
not.
mops.
Oh no, I don't know if we'll be seeing that yet. Don't know if we're gonna go that full meme heavy, but you never know.
There should be a juggernaut class where you spawn in, you just pick up armor, and your entire gimmick is you can just walk around and beat people with batons, but you can't actually like shoot things.
See, I always thought that there should have been an item the for the defenders because they had that
Mhm,
lower health pool, but then you give this guy like this big bottle of chug, and he like takes two
mhm.
seconds to down this, and he's got like 15 seconds of like 500 health. That
Oh goodness.
He just like I'm the juggernaut, bitch, like full on, just run, but he can only like use fists or
Right.
something stupid. Little things like that I would adore if they had goofy gameplay like that because you would see that moment where this guy's got it planned. He's like, yeah, these attackers are all gonna pile in through this one door and I'm gonna be
Mhm.
ready. He chugs that bottle and just goes running out at them and it's just pandemonium.
When you have the perfect strat prepared and then some guy drinks some really spicy water and suddenly he's like ripping your team apart.
Spicy water. Yes.
Well, the teams have
Oh,
switched sides now, so we have LCG on defense with Neon Rangers going for the attack. Looks like we're gonna have more or less the same setup: a west side push through servers, and then a potential wall charge here on the railing here. So, oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, okay. So, oh, okay. So it's a little bit sus. I don't know. It's looking kind of sussy that we got three defenders spawning in on server farm, but well, it's a coincidence, right? It's just circumstance. And
we'll
here we
see. We'll
go.
see. I'm looking for those key signals that somebody's watching us stream right now,
Hmm.
and just seeing who's just like, oh look, here they come. Like you can tell it's not Admiral or Toxic because they're not looking down to the south there. They're holding their angles. I don't think are tuned
I
in. I
think
don't know.
we're good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Limbo acting a bit sussy. Ooh, door charge on the dock though. Great Molotov to absolutely stop the push, but that does not stop Critical from going in. Gets completely picked off. Smoke. I mean, it's gonna be necessary, but they're gonna have to wait for the Molotov to get in. And Lind is just dropping some rounds into it, and oh my goodness, this attack is just getting completely destroyed. Pablo gets a double for his trouble. And well, we got Med left with the Saber, but Med gets picked. Med picks Sabers out in the open. Can they maybe try and get this? You think they're going to try and go for the Saber? Or it looks like they're going to just go shopping on the bodies.
I think that
They're
I
thinking
think
about it. They're thinking about it.
like a bunch of lemmings. Like, well, if you get it, then
They can maybe do a conga line of one guy picks it up and runs it to the door, gets shot. Next guy picks it up and runs it into the room, and it only costs them one extra guy.
let's see what we got. We're going back to Dome. Poor Toxic. He's having himself a time, it seems.
Kildome, our next map, our next round, excuse me. Do you think we're going to see some real, Ungar plays of just going straight for bomb, or do you think we're going to have that double beach into standard?
I think we'll see it played out the same way again, most
Mhm.
likely. These teams really have set themselves on clearing out half the map.
Mhm.
As much as that topside red door, like just a jump down into the bomb site,
Right.
full on rush would be kind of meme worthy and whatnot. It's just there's not many places to hide inside of a single smoke where the bomb's there.
It's
It's
tough. Yeah, it's tough.
so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Let's look at the admin menu real quick. What is something really evil that I could like spawn on people? That might be fun to throw some. Everybody just has to Gruber gang it later.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Or again, I think full mop and full auto shotties would be quite interesting. Be a
Just
lot of
give
noise.
everybody frag grenades for everybody.
Frag out. Flashbang through the door.
If there was a way for flashbangs to work both ways, I would give both sides flashbang, but it only works on one side.
Ooh, shout out to Chat's mom being cool.
Shout out is always appropriate here. You can have some shout outs, people.
Well, not too much in terms of drawings from either team, though. I like this idea that Toxic's got here in Ob. Yeah, Toxic's sitting in Obs. Admiral. Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. Are we gonna see? Admiral's kind of keeping tabs. No, he's gonna just put the barb. Oh, it's gonna. He's thinking about it. Admiral's thinking about maybe doing some cheeky stuff, but no. Looks like he's just gonna back off. And we're gonna have a standard beach push. Ah, disgusting.
Playing normally. Ugh.
Playing normally. Imagine the audacity. Beach push is going to go out. Toxic's going to call it out. And Critical here for the attacking team is going to be ready on the observation side. Oh, baby, that was spicy. Gets him with the door charge. That's a free auto shotty if he really wants it.
I think we might be nice to Toxic here. We'll play with this a little bit. Could be some admin fuckery coming in.
Power push is now underway. And we've got a conga line of attackers moving into ruins. Flash goes out. Defenders are able to get out of there without too many issues. Gun game gets traded. can hear the silent wars. Ooh, that grenade. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, poor Tox.
He died again.
Oh no.
I don't know if you realized that he was back alive.
He spawned in. I'm alive. Grenade. No, 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 no. Destruction of the highest order.
I
He
didn't know what to think
wasn't
of that.
ready.
I didn't know what to think of that. I'm just like,
Oh.
I'll let those guys get into the room a little bit. They're all spawn toxic and just instantly died. It's like, I feel a little bit horrible, but
Well, to be fair, so the attacking team has picked up the mop. They still have the clacker, which is great, but they actually left the auto shotty in observation, which is quite surprising. I don't know if they're going to go fishing for it again, but they might have just completely forgot about it.
yeah, considering the next map is Kill House, the auto shotty can be a pretty powerful weapon there. Lewis might be looking around for it.
I think he's trying to get his road flare back.
Well, it's going to be abandoned there.
Woo! Parkour. So
All right, three. That's still close so far.
it is close. They did, to be fair, they did have to use a grenade to clear out Toxic. So
He's working that utility out of him. I mean,
yep.
he's being useful for it. So
They're gonna look at people are gonna look at the score roster and be like, why? How did Toxic have 9 deaths?
um, we won't talk about it. He can just be like skill.
No, yeah, he's just a gamer. Alrighty, but singular tower here. The last round or the last map of this half for the defenders, being LCG, and our attacking team, Beyond Rangers. I like this decision here from the defending team. They might actually try and open up Breezeway to have a solid. Yeah, look at this planning here. Is there any way that maybe the defending team or the terrorists that have been captured might have had access to a couple bombs before this round started?
Oh, I don't know if
Maybe
that's
like
going to
a
be
wall
huge
charge
factor.
or two.
Yeah, even then, I don't know if that's going to be a huge factor on this map. I mean, if you enter in from the south there's plenty of routes to like break off and swing around. The red doors, I don't think are super useful on here. The wall charges, maybe in a few places once you get up near the bomb site. I think just doing a normal game where you're kicking in doors on this and corner clearing, it's more than
You
enough.
make
I don't
every
think.
door a red door.
I wish I could like just.
That would be just pure pain. You go in, you got your one red, and you're like, all right, boys, we're gonna push this. You push it, you're like, wait, why is there another? Wait, why does backstage have a red?
Somebody like right as they're opening the door, I just make it a red door. You know, just go door stuck, door stuck.
Please, I beg of you. Alrighty, well,
I'm already in
nothing too
agreement
wild.
though. If we ever
Go
do
ahead.
this again, it's gonna have to be at night, and there's gonna have to be alcohol involved on stream.
Yes, yes. Well, one thing I've always mentioned this to Zombie was the idea of maybe having like a donation or a charity DPL server where chat can. Oh, ow, rude. Watch out, Bianco, run! Oh no!
Oh no!
Where players could, chat could donate to both teams. So basically, you start off with like basically Grubers and maybe like pistols, and then as the rounds go, you can buy things for the defending and attacking team as things improve. Ooh, and Rip Roach, dang! All right, so Critical getting some points on the board here. Most he's done so far in all 5 of these rounds.
Oh wow, that's just a little bit harsh.
Flash goes out in the hall of hallway. We got the fat 5-man stack here in office, so one spicy grenade could easily clean up quite a few of our boys. But thankfully, I only see one on Tarninol. But here, Flash, a couple rounds go out. Tarnin's gonna get the door open, but they're gonna just start kind of wall banging. Grenade gonna be used on the barbed wire, so nothing too crazy. Great Molotov to immediately stop that push. Knack 11's gonna lose up to the AP25. Criticals is in. Admiral not realizing he's there. Toxic gonna go try and retrade on him. But Med trying to come in with the mop, having a difficult time in this very close gun game. Attackers slowly falling down, but there's only 2 defenders left, one with like 3 HP. Make that 0. All that's left is Toxic going hard. Isn't able to do it. Toxic going really well, though, getting a triple for his trouble. Oh, hey, Criticals, welcome back. Last but alive, complete the mission.
I'm just being mean to Control right now, just respawning him for killing us.
He's going for it again. Is there a way you can extend the bomb time?
I wish. I wish.
Dang.
There's a limited number of controls that we have for goofing around.
I'm limited by the technologies of my. Ooh. You gonna? Oh,
What?
bomb stuck.
I'm stuck?
Bomb. Oh, bomb stuck. Oh. Is this the ultimate BM? Sawardo.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, the bomb wanted to sneeze, but someone said "bless you" before it sneezed, so now it's stopped.
Well, that's interesting.
So how do we
Oh no. The admin abuse got a little bit too strong here. What happened to Terran? Is he glitched out?
he's thinking about his life choices right now. He's still trying to defuse the bomb in real time. But it looks like the bomb's already kind of had it's kind of nutted already. It looks like it's pretty much exploded. Oh. Pablo. Pablo running for his life. Ooh. Gets control. Can he get the wall bang on Terran? He's looking for him. Oh, he hears him. South office. Ooh, and he gets some. All that's left is Pablo now. But the bomb.
No. What has happened here?
Well, I think we might have found a glitch.
We found a glitch.
It just works. It just works. I think we need to rehost. Yes.
We might actually.
Because I'm not too sure how we can alleviate this issue.
This kill feed is ridiculous.
Oh, we're gonna just okay. So we're gonna play out the last round here. So our last match, our last round here, gonna be on Singular Tower. Now defenders have all spawned in office. Attackers going to go ahead and get themselves ready to go for a potential backstage push here as we move in. All the same, looks like it's gonna be pretty much the same setup. Wow, going ahead and just clipping through the backstage door. Didn't even have to get it open. Gunfire goes out. Lynn's just gonna fall immediately over. Most of the defenders, 2 of them still sitting in the kitchen. Attackers immediately retaking office though. Admiral trying his best to hold down the fort, and he does. Defenders keeping it going. Two attackers though, gonna be sneaking their way through Hall. We got the leg roast on Lewis, and the combat shotgun on Terran. Admiral trying to figure out where these attackers are coming through. Pablo and Toxic gonna be finding them. Gets a great crossfire, and that is it for this second round here on Kill House.
There it
Defenders
goes.
win. Let's go. Down but not out. Get to repeat the round every time you play the Uno reverse card.
So this is apparently something from according to Jet. This is like a really weird bug that has happened to us, but we fixed it. And somehow it gave them 2 wins. It went to 4-3 instead of 3-3. So I don't know.
Perfectly normal. Nothing to see here. Move along. Great defense though from our Neon, no, it's LCG there, as they had to try and hold the fort not once but twice and able to get the W. Remember, don't go outside as we have our next round here on Seesaw. Rapid Jupiter.
Well, it's Seesaw. We haven't seen Seesaw yet. Seesaw can
Yeah.
always be fun and mayhem.
Sadly.
Sadly. I mean, it's the OG map. Come on. I mean,
That is true. That is true.
remember when the game was just Seesaw, kids? Come on.
And
You
just
know,
like all real OGs, they should die and let the new ones take place.
Is Seesaw the worst map? Without any criticism towards the devs, is Seesaw the worst map set?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever? Okay, so this is a bit embarrassing. Have you ever gone up up to the second floor and then you're like, oh, hey, this is a nice little building, and then fallen into here, and you're kind of just like, well,
This is my life. Yeah.
this is my life.
Oh, if only we could like admin drag all of the fenders in there just for a bit.
That would be something. So you can only have them respawn on like bomb or in car or truck.
I guess I need to make it up to the control team here. My brain totally. I keep seeing the gnomes and I keep on calling them gnomes. But... Oh my!
Don't call it a spawn peak. Just call it a betrayal.
Toxic.
Mopko burr.
Toxic, you poor guy. You know, I just want to get a kill. Oh no! I wish we had that on replay.
Oh, that hurts.
I can only imagine he like twitched like 1 pixel to the side.
Yep.
Right as that trigger was pulled.
Well, two defenders left here, as the remaining 4 attackers are going to basically just try and make mincemeat of it. And there we go. That's C-Store. Yikes.
I have a little bit of peek at chat here over on our wonderful Twitch channel.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Shouts to
Just give 'em a
chat.
look. Yeah, chat. Yeah. Maybe we can start some polls here and see what chat thinks. What we should do as far as admin abuse. Should we?
I'm thinking it's 4-4. We need to make this game a little bit closer. I'm thinking we need to give, maybe swap up the weapons.
Yeah, you want to swap them up? You can swap them up.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay. Well,
They don't let me know the fun stuff because then I'll probably make it bad.
I think if it was really down to me, it would have just had to been like on the first round, just throw 10 mops out there and just be like, okay, if you guys can keep these in play, have fun.
We need to have each player has 2 grenades. Remove the current utility, 2 grenades.
Oh no.
Your flashbang is now a grenade. Your wall chars, it's a grenade.
They want a mop. I don't know if I can spawn just a mop is the problem. As in just one. I don't know if I can spawn just one mop. That's the problem.
Hey guys, can you spawn us 5 mobs?
Maybe?
Okay, cool. Thanks.
But I think Pablo's listened to the stream. a lot of utility here. So while you figure out how to level load the field here, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a wonderful map here. It's Praetorian's Thrust.
Oh,
And it's gonna be on factory here.
I'm the thrust.
LCG on defense. Currently got 4 points on the board, going against Neon Rangers with also 4 points on the board. Neon Rangers going to be prepping here for what appears to be an office setup. A whole lot of utility to get themselves through the door. Quite a bit of open space, though. This factory, very, very open. You got silos, which obviously you can set maybe a mop player and an Igmar up there and just utilize that very nice wide open space. So as your attackers are kind of flowing through here, you can easily have a nice clean crossfire and completely destroy anything that they try and engage you with. Pablo, though, got himself that Igmar going to be rotating his way through the dock. We got the Zapper apparently able to find a couple of the boys. Looks like we're going to have a couple open doors from the looks of it. So we might be having a dock stack here, as all that utility that the attackers were planning to use on Office gets completely baited. And Pablo going to go ahead and start rotating, as it looks like it might be a silos push here. Our boys are just sneaking up here, trying to get themselves into a good position to engage. And that looks exactly like what it's going to be. Defenders probably hear this stomping as the attackers are moving in. Molotov going to catch 2 attackers going in. And it's a bit of a mess, I do say so myself. One man makes it to the bombs, going to start trying to defuse, but 2 defenders are going to say, no, 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 as all that's left is now Med with the Saber. Very interesting attack here from Neon Rangers, as I think on paper it was great, but Toxic with that shotgun says, hey, Med, how you doing? That's a great Saber. It'd be a shame if I had a combat shotgun, and completely destroys them. They're going to try and get the Saber. Survey says, oh, they get zapped. Admiral goes down for their sins, and they're not able to get the mop, or the Saber, excuse me. So it was a good attempt. Good attempt. Now we do
Alrighty.
have. Oh, go ahead.
Well, it's getting down to the wire here,
It is. It's
and
getting very close.
like I said, I don't want to be helping teams out too much. If we get a sudden 6-4 here, I think
Bianco,
that's
are there rules? Bianco, are there rules?
Are there rules? No, there's no rules.
Are
but,
we basically the hand of God?
yeah, we are. We're
Then
kind of
we
gods.
must shepherd our players. We need grenades. Look at it is currently 5-4. How can Neon Rangers come out of this deficit without a full stack of grenades? Or all sabers?
All sabers? Oof. I don't know about all sabers.
I think right now Neon Rangers just needs a little bit of help. I mean, they lost their saber. Look, it's in Lin's hands. How can they possibly come out of this deficit?
I'm just flying around in free cam right now. Look at these poor boys just sitting in the back of their truck.
It's tough, man. It ain't easy being cheesy.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh. Anyways, while Bianco continues to shepherd the attacking team and figure out how he can best utilize his boys, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about our next map here. It is Permanent Fang, Kill Dome. We've got the Auto Shotty, Saber, and Igmar. A lot of very strong power weapons here on the defensive side of LCG. Don't think we've seen a power play or a pit push, or excuse me, power. Goodness, as long as I get the letter P going, I'll eventually get to the right word. The right word. Control trying to talk. Oh, go ahead.
Don't go hurting yourself there. No.
It's just I'm stroking out. All those pizza rolls. Alrighty. And nothing too wild and crazy from our attacking team. Definitely a classic. Looks like we're going to be stacking up for a jungle with Lewis to try and bait for a beach push. Door charge goes Burr. Terran managed to get in, though, and this Igmar finally gets critical for his trouble. Grenade finding Pablo, not doing a whole lot of damage. Another grenade goes out, doesn't really get anybody. And we've got a bunch of our attacking team extremely close to this combat shot, this auto shotty. They gotta be very careful if they don't get completely mincemeated by Pablo. Double for his trouble. Admiral gonna get rotated on by Lewis, who somehow worked his way all the way into jungle and is now kind of in the corner of Kill Dome. It's gonna be a bit of a mess. Lewis is going hard, but he isn't able to get it. Lewis also with his double, and it is now 6-4. LCG managing to keep the defense alive. Pablo did extremely well with that auto shotty. I mean, the attackers just they managed to get in off of a pretty successful door push, but bit rough. They utilize all their grenades basically to try and kind of push out some of the Neon Rangers, and after that they weren't able to clear any of the barbed wire, and they set themselves up for failure with the auto shotty on the auto shotgun on the other side of that barbed wire.
And so it seems, but coming down to the
6-4.
end here, 6-4. What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
What would Revenant do?
Now let me ask you this: is there a way that we can turn the zapper on the attackers?
No, I don't think there is. There's unfortunately,
Man,
yeah, I know we don't get all the good tools. You know,
sheesh.
I'm sure if Ozzy was here, he'd be like, "Oh no, you just push like Control Alt P and then the power button on your computer, and it'll do that."
Of course, of course.
You gotta have F15.
Oh, that's why I don't have a Polish keyboard.
Oh no,
C store gonna be good.
my game appears to have crashed. So
Oh,
you're gonna have to
Pog.
take the.
All right, I got you. I got you. I got you. All right. Well, it is 6-4. LCG going to be on the attacking. This is 4 match point as our Neon Rangers team going to have to hold a very solid 2 defenses just to tie it up, which will put us into a very awkward situation as I do believe this is a best of 3 series. So we'll have to watch and enjoy more due process. God, sheesh. So looks like the defenders are going to try and do the same sussy play as LCG did, and the only issue with that is we do not see the mop, and I do proclaim. We're missing? Okay, there we go. I was about to say one of our defending boys doesn't have a gun, and he's supposed to be on map here. Quite a mess, if I do say so myself, on the screen here. Not too certain what exactly is supposed to be the push, but it does look like it's gonna be an office speed run. Combat or auto shotty, ready to go. Control gonna go hard, but doesn't get anything with that push. Would have been pretty clean, but doesn't get anything for it. Okay, well they blew up the door, which is important. Lewis in a very tenuous situation as he was about to get rotated on. Admiral does find him after. Toxic just trying to chase down Lewis, doesn't get anything, and absolute chaos here as we've got players rotating, we've got players moving. Lewis still alive after what should have been an absolute mess of running back and forth between rooms. Lewis is gonna see Lind, gets Lind. Hello, balance. Yes, I would like to talk to your operator. Lewis is just going hard, but Admiral sticks it and is gonna be an LCGW after Lewis going hard and getting 3 on the board. If only there had been 2 casters that were aware of the current score and one of them hadn't crashed, we might have had a much things could have changed for the better. We could have seen a tie. We could have gotten 3 rounds, chat. We could have gotten three rounds of LCG versus Neon Rangers. But go ahead and at Biako and say your mother is a wonderful woman, so he understands the situation he's in.
Oh no, we're not playing that game, are we?
Chat wars. Chat wars.
Well, there you have it. LCG takes the first map. They're going to be moving forward. They are going to end up playing against the Gruber Gang. So on the other side of the bracket, I'm still waiting to get some info in there. I believe Banditos did not end up playing today. So if that's
Dang.
the case, Buckinghamshire Band will be moving on to the second round. And then Global Breakout versus Kung Fu Fighters. Need to get the results of that here shortly. But yeah, we're going to be going on a short little break. Just a short break. Well, maybe a little bit more than a short break. Get things organized, and we'll talk to you then.